Welcome back to Young,
Anywho.
Dumb, and Rich.
This is what it looks like. If I can get to it, that's what it looks like right there.
Yeah. That looks like it's kind of an outer space.
It looks what is this? It looks like a satellite.
It's just metal. It's definitely metal. Oh.
There you go.
Are you
It's a little
sure that
clearer
it's not like
picture.
an experiment from like a classroom? Oh, no, never mind.
That's,
It looks pretty techy.
but yeah, they're like, some people are like, let's shoot it down. Well, what if it freaking causes harm to people under it? Like, you can't just shoot down something
Right.
like big like that. It's just like,
I would like to see someone like the technology of this. Like, obviously, we never heard of a freaking spy balloon. So it would be
What-
nice to have someone who's like knowledgeable in spy balloons. Be like, okay, this type of technology has been used since blah, 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 blah. This is what it takes in it. This is what it does.
what makes them think it's Chinese?
That's what I'm saying. But, I mean, I don't know. They
Depends
must
who-
have something in there.
I don't know. Look, it's literally got an arrow pointing from China to the U.S. The spy balloon.
That's the main person. Apparently, that's what people say. I don't know anything politic wise, but our enemy should be China. We should be focusing on actually attacking China. But you know how people thought that we were like China's this super powerful. Use in like 2024, they're gonna be topping us. But in reality, actually, people are coming out now that China is actually gonna definitely plummet because of their birth rate right now. It's a lot lower than ours. You know how people say in birth rate, people giving birth, it's becoming less and less and less.
Right.
So we have more of an elder society.
Yeah, boomers.
But China has a lower number due to the fact that they did the whole like one child policy for
Right.
about, I don't know how many years. But that's really screwed them because like apparently, I want to guess like more than 50% of the population is over 40 right now in China. And they're saying that the population is not as big as they say. They're saying that China is actually lying about their numbers of people in the country.
Sure they
Because
are.
again, it's a communist country. We forget that
Yeah.
they may work with a capitalist system, but the fact is all those type of companies like TikTok, anybody who works in China have to report to the government. The government has a straight
Right.
connection to them. So they're actually saying that China is actually not that well off, and that is one person we need to like keep aware of because they are known to just copy us, and that's the reason why they get it. They're like advanced, but they're not really because they're just copying everything that we do. They just do it better. They just copy shit from here. They bring people here and the universities and stuff, and we allow anybody because the United States allows anybody.
Yeah.
But I was listening to this in Joe Rogan, and I was like, then what are we doing? We should freaking close the border on the Chinese people. And then I was like, wait, hold on, calm down.
No.
But the reality is that we do need to treat, because China treats us like a huge threat. I mean, we can still go over there, but like everything else is like they do things according to their ideals.
Yeah.
But we're just so like willy nilly
Yeah.
that we just
Well,
let anything happen in our colleges. Like anything that you're inventing in college, a lot of those things go back to with the Chinese. They come here and study. They learn anything they can from here, and then go bring it back up. They're like this is this and this.
Yeah.
So TikTok, people were saying that's just a copy of Vine, of multiple things just put
yeah.
together
For sure.
and made even more addictive.
Yeah.
But their TikTok in China apparently is not even nearly as bad as here. Like in China, they have like a curfew for games, like the whole nation apparently. I don't know. I
Really?
haven't double checked this, but everybody says
They
that
have
they're like,
parental controls over the whole freaking country.
yeah, and like you know what their algorithm, like what they make popular, is like kids getting rewards in like math contests or like spelling bees, teachers and stuff, like all like educational crap. Just so, and then here we have like you know what's
Educational
popping
crap.
in TikTok? It's a hot girls dancing,
just-
hot minors dancing,
Freaking teens dancing.
and obviously a lot of creepy shit.
It's
Like,
teens and light-skinned fuckboys dancing.
hey, the light skinned boys.
Yeah, light skin with low T.
No, not like
Low to no T.
babe. There's not just light skin. There's definitely very beautiful white young boys
Right, with no
that are
low T.
gay as hell.
Right.
They're definitely so gay. I wonder if these kids, they're also like, it makes you see like just how feminine these boys are.
That's what I'm saying.
16, 17, 18, 19.
Their T
They're
is not
coming out.
there.
But you shouldn't be talking because your generation also has low T compared to
But I
not
have
millennials,
old,
but
I
compared
have
to
old soul.
Gen X,
Right.
babe, doesn't matter how old your soul is. Your T is low.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Probably not because you eat a lot of protein and carb.
Yeah.
And you work out.
I freaking slam the weights.
But compared to,
freaking pump iron.
babe, I would like to take, it would be cool if we could test all the kids right now in our generation and test them with like your dad's age, like Gen X,
Yeah.
and see
their T levels.
and like see if like a freaking kid your age has low testosterone compared to like your dad.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I know you definitely don't have you don't have a lower testosterone than your freaking dad. There's no way. You have super high testosterone. I know it. I know it, babe.
How you know?
Because I know how you
I wonder how
grab
they.
me.
I guess it's
You're
just
rough.
like a blood test or something.
Yeah.
How do you think they test it?
But I don't know. I think it's a blood test. It has to be a blood test, right?
Yeah, blood
Or do they go into your nuts and test for testosterone? They just like
it's
inject you.
only in your nuggies.
Bull. That would suck. I wonder how I would feel. Do you ever wonder how it would feel to get injected in your balls? And
It
like,
hurts so bad.
you think so?
Well, I mean, those little syringes don't really hurt. Like you would think it would hurt a lot more whenever you get a shot. So in your testicle,
It's a lot of
your
pressure.
testicle is definitely a lot more freaking sensitive. But if it's so small, it probably wouldn't be that bad.
The pressure. That's what I hate about needles. Like at first when it comes in, it's fine. But when they start putting things in, pushing it in,
Yeah.
it hurts. It's like pressure. And like
Yeah.
if they do it really fast and they're not really good at injecting,
Well,
it really hurts.
that's the thing. It's not the pressure of them pushing it in. It's because whenever they put it in, your muscles are relaxed. But then once it's in there, your muscles are like, wait, this isn't supposed to be in there. So your muscles tense up, and then that's
so
what
it's your
hurts.
muscles?
Right. It's you tensing up.
Freaking muscles are so P-U-S-S-Y.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Trying to be PG here.
That's why, like, if you get 2 shots at one time, the first one you're like, oh, that's cool, do it again, and then it's like, golly, what'd you just stick in my arm? And the second one, because you freaking tensed up hardcore on that second one, or after the first one, I should say.
Have you done 2 shots recently?
Yeah.
I haven't
mean,
done
not
2 shots in a
recently.
minute. I can only remember like maybe when I was young, like 10, 9. Oh, coming to America.
Yeah.
Coming to America.
I forget when I had to do it. It was probably for like high school baseball or something. Like I
Probably.
had to refresh on something. I don't know.
I didn't have to take any vaccines for my. I thought I was gonna have to take some injections for UNF.
Yeah.
I'm so
No.
glad I didn't. No, he just
Okay.
pulled up all my records and it was
Yeah.
recent. So
Everything that you have to have, you already have.
Isn't
It's
it
not
crazy?
Like yeah. I mean, I guess.
he pulled up all my records from like even Venezuela, like
Yeah.
1999,
Yeah.
and he was like, I was like, where do you pull up this stuff? How do you know this stuff about me?
That's sort of
He's like, the government, and I'm
freaking
like, they're freaking tracking me.
the world.
You know why, right?
The globe. Why?
Because I'm not from here.
No, they track
a
literally
foreigner.
everybody.
I'm a foreigner,
They have
babe.
that on
They're
everybody,
threatened
at
by
least
my
here.
existence. Ooh.
It's only because you're a U.S. citizen and you're a Venezuelan citizen, so they have to have your records from Venezuela. That's why he's
Yeah,
able to pull it up. It's
sure.
not like they can just be like, okay,
Sure. I think they just feel threatened by my country.
okay.
So
Keep thinking.
let's just keep it that.
Keep telling yourself that. Speaking of that, keep telling yourself that, bud. I'm in the back. I'm taking a piss in the back bathroom at work, right?
Since when are you saying piss? Stop.
I'm taking a pee-pee.
Oh, that's better.
I'm urinating.
cute.
I was
Uh-huh.
urinating earlier at the bathroom at my job, and there's freaking writing all over the like the employee bathroom.
In your store?
Yeah, in the employee bathroom in the back. There's writing, not like all over the
Like
place,
ghetto?
but like whenever I go up to the urinal, there's all these people. So the first thing I see is 3 inches is just enough, and then someone has an arrow pointing, and then above it says, "Keep telling yourself that, bud." And then something else.
Is this in a public bathroom in front of the store?
No, I said the employee bathroom like 10 times now.
Where?
In the back of the store. The employee bathroom is the bathroom for employees, which is in the back of the store.
Okay. Just making sure you're following the story.
But that's what makes it even weirder. It's everybody that wrote in there was probably an employee. Either that or a vendor, but still. It's just all this writing. So that's the first thing that I saw. The other one was, "I love boobs, LOL." Common thing written in a bathroom. And then
You
the other-
agree? You agree?
and then the third thing written was, what's it say? what was the way it was worded? I miss my foreskin.
Oh my god.
And then someone else put an arrow and said, why? LOL. That's it. Those 3 things were written back there, and I was like dying laughing. I was like, wow. I
Is
meant
it-
to tell you this earlier.
Did they respond to the why?
No, all they did was put an arrow, what? Another arrow, when? Who? You know, like what, where, who, when, why, or whatever. Fucking, they
You're so
did that
stupid.
little
They-
chain.
They're stupid.
But yeah,
Um,
I thought that was funny.
did
The
you
best
report
one
any-
was 3 inches is just enough. Keep telling yourself that, bud.
Oh, babe.
Someone's just in there taking a piss and like, oh, let me write down 3 inches is just enough.
Yeah, on their freaking 10-minute break.
God.
Quick minute for pee.
The other dude that wrote I love boobs probably jacked off in there. Probably just got finished jacking off and he's like, oh God, I love boobs. Just wrote it down on the freaking bathroom.
They love boobs.
Gosh.
I mean, you should have said, I agree.
I agree. I mean, who,
No, there's some.
right, like,
You
what
used
would
to
you
be
say,
one.
like 85 to 90% of people that walk into the bathroom probably agree? The other 10% are gay, right? Probably more like 95% agree.
What?
So-
No.
If you just had everybody else go in there,
I
Oh,
feel, babe, come on.
agree.
You got to think about those girls that have no boobs. There's
should I make a
guys that
like and a
don't
dislike
boobs.
button back there? Should I put an arrow and be
Do-
like,
Do at Young Dominant.
yeah. I'll just start writing our freaking podcast name everywhere I go pee.
Yeah. We got to change that.
But yeah,
Oh.
employee bathrooms in places, I would definitely only urinate there.
Yeah, no.
No craps being taken in employee bathrooms because it's just one stall and then one urinal. You don't want to be in the one stall and be taking a crap and then someone else walk in and be like, God, I got to take a crap. And then they're just waiting for you to come out. That's
Yeah.
just,
That sucks for
that's
the guys.
why I just go to the public bathroom to take a crap.
Right. But you do take a crap at work if you
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. If
There's
it's
people
bad.
that don't. There's people that don't, really. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
If I have to crap, I have to crap.
Remember, Chris? No, he will hold it to the point that it hurts.
No.
He would have to go home on
No.
break to, like, poop at his house. He said
That-
he does not. Even when we were in freaking vacation, he was like,
Yeah.
is there a nicer bathroom, like a private bathroom? I'm like, I'm not used to pooping outside of my house.
Pooping is okay.
I'm like, dude, we're in Miami. How are we going to... Where are you going to go poop?
The only reason why
4 hours from now.
you just have to make yourself comfortable with it.
Well, he did. I mean, he found a way. And he had very gassy... Maybe that's
Yeah.
why he felt comfortable being so gassy.
Go poop. The gas goes away.
Yeah.
Some people just let it rip in the bathroom. Some people just have no mercy.
And I honestly,
They
I
just go in there
applaud
and it's just
them.
like-
Why should we...
I'm like,
You
bruh.
can't hold a stuff in. What? You want them to be discreet? You
No. It's just some
let
people
it all
just-
out.
Yeah. At least spread your cheeks so it
When
goes a
I-
little softer.
When
Some
I
people
hear
are
that, I always want to laugh. I
Yeah.
always want to go,
just- that's that's worse.
just so they know that it's cool, dude.
It's okay.
It's cool, girl.
I think it's funny.
I honestly do.
Girls
But-
don't crap, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's when we pee. I pee so loud. Sometimes I catch
waterfall.
myself singing while I pee. And then someone comes in and is like, oh, I like your voice. I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of here. Leave me alone.
For real?
And that's why I don't sing more. I don't go to the public bathroom that much anymore. I stay in the back employee bathroom because I'm cool. But then sometimes, dude, that bathroom gets used so much.
Well, because the back employee bathroom for the girls is nice. You guys have what, 3 stalls?
No, 2. Come on, we're not that
Oh,
fancy.
it's 2.
Yeah,
A big
2.
one and a little one.
Yeah, but it gets used way too much. Like, I don't feel like these people are going there all
I
the
mean,
time.
girls got to pee a lot.
No, not
It's
these
weird.
girls. These girls are not that hydrated. Come on, I have to pee a lot.
Are they taking craps?
I feel like half the time they are, honestly. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, how long have you been in here? But I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that.
If you're a girl and you ever want to freaking just take like 15 minutes off work, just go in the bathroom.
Take a crap. And be like, what were
No,
you doing in the bathroom?
not
I
even.
was changing my tampon.
They won't ask you what you're doing in the bathroom. They just be like, where were you? And just be like, I was taking a freaking crap.
No,
No
a
more
girl
questions.
will never say
Right.
that. A girl will be like, I was changing my tampon because then it makes the guy uncomfortable.
I guess, yeah. I
But
guess
if it's a girl, you can say crap.
that's a good one. If you're a girl, girl problems. If you're a guy, I was taking a
changing
crap.
my tampon
And then, like-
and I got blood everywhere. I was cleaning the blood. How would you feel? Okay, so you know, you being a future manager, how would you feel if someone comes up to you and tells you that, like when you're like, I don't
I
know,
probably wouldn't hassle them first off.
you would never, right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
like thinking right now. But if someone was like, I was changing my tampon, what would you say?
Like, okay.
A couple of you, we're gonna have to clean it up. Would you laugh in their face? I would laugh so hard.
You'd be like, do you need to go home?
Would you be nice? Like,
No.
did you need to go home?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'd be
Your
like, is
vagina
everything okay?
broken?
Obviously, I wouldn't be a dick. Unless they were just a shitty associate.
I mean, you might as well just say,
I'd
"Is your
fire 'em.
vagina broken?"
I'd fire him and be like, that's it. Only males from now on. Males don't have that problem.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyways, you know, I was watching some stuff about tribes in Venezuela and Brazil. Native, like really like tribe. You're
Pygmy
talking
people.
about those type in the Amazon,
Yeah.
because in Venezuela at the very end, they're called Yanomami. I should have known the name, but I was actually on my break like watching a video of them.
Yeah.
And they do like drugs, dope. They do dope. They put it in their throat and not in their throat, in their nose.
Yeah.
And then they do that so they can have a battle with evil spirits in the middle of they have like, they build huts in a circle.
Yeah.
They build them in a circle. And then in the middle, nobody can go while they're fighting the evil spirits, the shamans.
Fucking.
And these shamans like paint themselves and then they dope themselves up.
Is this
And then
hallucinating?
they go, they don't believe in anything, no God or anything. They just literally believe in evil spirits. And then to fight the evil spirits for the people, they go in the middle. It's a huge
They have to go
circle.
into
And
another
they're
realm.
like dancing with arrows and like, you know, like, but they look like tweakers.
Right.
They literally like tweakers, but they're just like shamans. They're respected, like doctors. Or like doctor by warriors with the evil spirits. It's quite interesting. And the only reason why I like looked into it is because I was looking at clips from Joe Rogan and this guy that loved bats. You know how Matt and Shane were talking about it?
Yeah.
Bats. That old man is like freaking 675. But he took so many adventures to like different areas, the Amazon especially, to like look for bats and like study them. And he had like crazy stories from Venezuela and like how he came across these people that were warriors that were known for being very like hostile against foreign people coming. But there's other videos of them like actually like, I think it's the same people. Starts with a Y, just Yanomami tribe.
They're like the all natural VR. They knew what VR was before VR was a thing.
You're so stupid.
Seriously.
You're so stupid. But yeah, it was quite interesting because it's like, dang, that's and I mean I never understand the whole picture of Venezuela because you only think about where you're from. But like Venezuela is still full of freaking Amazon, and in
Yeah.
Brazil it's connected to Brazil. I forgot that freaking we border Brazil in the bottom.
Yeah.
And then we share the same tribe. Like there are many the same tribe, but they all
Yeah,
fight
just-
between each other.
You just imagine there's freaks here, like the Amish people.
That's now. This is tribes that never seen civilization.
Right.
Never. Like they
Yeah.
still like caveman vibes.
Yeah. Remember? Were you showing me that lady who was in Africa? Or maybe I just
Yeah. Remember? Yeah,
Yep.
the white lady that like married him. Like he came to UK.
They're-
I think he came to UK to work on like the boats or something, like for temporary work, and then went back to his town, to his tribe,
Yeah.
and
That's
she joined the tribe.
it's freaking insane.
I know, but you know what she did? She invented like a padding, like an underwear pad that you can wash for periods. Because what these ladies would do, I think they were like stuffing shit in there, like I don't know, like somewhere not sanitary. They
Just,
would
like,
have to be like
making-
at
yeah.
home. It was so proper, but this is like an underwear because they don't wear underwear,
Yeah.
so it would be awful when they get the period.
Right.
So she got like this padding that is like really good for washing off, and
It's a reusable pad.
she started selling it. Yeah, not selling it, but like giving it to the tribe and like making the woman more sanitary and like being able to move during the period. It's kind of interesting, no?
Yeah.
But like this is going on right now in
Right.
2023.
Yeah. It's insane.
But I mean, I'm not. The thing is, I don't want to mess with their lives. That's what they're known. That's what they know. They
Yeah,
don't
they
have
know
anything to
anything else.
compare.
Yeah.
And if they're living fine, they're not hungry. They literally hunt. They're
Right.
fine. Like the Amazon, the thing is, what's screwing them up down there is that there was like a gold rush in the Amazon, and there's like gold diggers that come and gold rush companies.
Yeah.
Not even companies, they're not legit businesses.
Right.
But they're using these tribe, the Yanomami tribe. I need to figure out the real name.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like using them and taking them as illegal labor. And they're like literally taking away their land pretty much just to
Yeah.
dig for freaking gold. And these people are getting like,
Gold diggers.
right.
Literal gold
stupid.
diggers. I'm saying
Yeah.
literal gold diggers.
Yeah, totally.
That's crazy.
But that's like crazy. And like they're also complaining about how like there comes missionary churches trying to convert these, tribe members. And the way they do it is by luring them in with like flashlights because it's very useful for them because they have no electricity. They have nothing like that. They literally just sit
They're
around
like cavemen. You just-
literally.
yeah, you just
I told
shine-
you. And they like literally wear no clothes. They're all naked.
Dang.
The women, boobs out, like hanging, like good thing I wear a bra. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like my boobs would be hanging.
Yeah.
And I see some of these nipples. I'm like, my nipple doesn't look like that.
What's wrong with their nipples?
They're like sticking out, like
Like
weird.
long nipples.
And I
Dog
think
nipples.
you know what I think it is? Yeah, like dog nipples.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe all those women have had children, and the children like I've seen that after. Maybe I haven't. I don't know, but I don't.
Like fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is that gonna happen when I have my kids?
No. It's,
Breastfeeding? Like they're just gonna
no, it doesn't happen.
make it like.
You're just gonna stretch it out.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what could happen.
It's not normal. There's probably something for
Maybe
it. We probably have to look it up.
Maybe I'll ask Casey to show me her nipple.
It's not like that. I promise you.
Papi.
Those people are
Yeah.
different. They're different. Just think of the stuff that they do.
They're natural too.
Right.
Very natural. But yeah, it's kind of sad. It's not sad. It actually isn't sad. It's just sad that they become victims to predatory behavior because
Right.
they like the church lures them in
They're
with
so
the
poor,
batteries,
right.
with like flashlights, and then they need batteries. And then where do you get batteries? From the church. So they like come like they come and they like
Yeah.
try to convert them back that, and then they take them like they make them reliable on the church, dependent on the church, and instead of being dependent on their own tribe and their own
Right.
way of living, because they're fine, they really are. So like what the Brazilian government has been doing, the Venezuelan government hasn't even recognized it. I mean, we already have enough crap in our hands, but the Brazilian government has been like, there's runways going into the gold mines area,
Yeah.
and they've been like blowing up the runways. Dude, third world country governments, they
Yeah,
don't
they-
freaking joke around.
yeah,
They're
they
like, we're
care.
gonna bomb this area.
How many of them are there?
There's like right now I think there's like 100,000 in Venezuela in the bottom, and there's like a little few in Brazil because Brazil has been
1,000's
mining
a
for
lot.
gold. They're all different tribes,
Yeah.
like they're the same people, but I think it's different tribes. Maybe 100,000 is a big large, but I don't think it's more than that either.
Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
pretty cool. I
Ain't
think
broke, don't
it's kind of
fix it, I
crazy,
guess.
huh?
Said if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
But then whenever things do get broken, because they start getting exposed to diseases, and like people are now going up there to like give them medication and stuff
Right. you
because
kinda-
of the gold mines and stuff. In Brazil, there's so many videos of them like literally getting sick from all
Yeah.
the malaria and all that
Whatever.
shit.
Yeah.
They don't have any immune system
Right.
against this
Probably
stuff.
all have
So
HIV.
did you know that so what's gonna happen is gonna happen the same thing that happened here in America in the early 1600s, 1500s when we discovered America, North America. Chickenpox killed more than half of the Native Americans. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It wasn't just the white people. It was the chickenpox because they
Pox.
didn't have like any defense against it.
Right.
Fun fact that I learned from Joe Rogan and his people. I don't know. It was
wonder
kind of
if-
interesting.
Yeah.
You learned that in history. You remember
Yeah.
diseases killed them all.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah. I mean, that's freaking deadliest weapon ever. Freaking diseases and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, I guess that's how we can do it. Take China down with the disease,
They already did that to us.
but we do it worse.
COVID freaking 19
We do. We
came
do.
from them.
That's true.
100% that's a biological weapon.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, there's no disputing it. Like, it doesn't act like a normal. People were saying that it doesn't act like a normal virus. Don't know what that means because I'm not a doctor, but it's just like it's attacking way too many different parts of your body that usually your body doesn't try to attack you to kill you. The viruses want to live from you, so
should've
they
did
wouldn't
better.
be able to kill you.
I mean, if they have like Ebola or something, that'd be way more useful.
But is that a virus?
I
What?
don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know either.
Ebola is freaking
Ebola kills.
like 99% kill rate or mortality.
Wasn't
rate
it
or whatever.
crazy when that was happening? Dude, everyone was freaking out. I wasn't freaking out because
It
I was
wasn't happening in the U.S. though.
I know, but everybody was freaking out. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
everybody was freaking out, but it was happening in Africa.
Right.
But they were scared that someone was gonna bring it over here. But I think they freaking closed the plane to come here. They
Yeah,
had
I
all the
mean-
precautions, but people were like, Ebola, Ebola.
People were probably, I don't know.
Imagine if that came over here. Oh my god,
Dude, it'd wipe us out in America.
easy.
Easy peasy.
But hey, we survived COVID-19. We got this.
We survived the common cold. Great job, everybody.
We did it. We really did it. I feel proud because I kept my head straight and I was like,
I still see people with masks on at Publix. It's
I
like
think it's at this point it's just for their face, just to make them look prettier. Honestly,
fugly people, yeah.
cosmetics. It's
Yeah.
like makeup for a guy.
It's crazy.
If I see only the eyes, I'm like, you could be attractive. Take the mask on, I'm like,
Some people are still scared though. But yeah,
yeah,
definitely. It's like masks for ugly people.
yeah. You know what I was thinking? So, what do you think this, like, what do you, one thing I was listening to is, like, a channel about, like, stuff, like, your future brand and who you want to be in the end. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what's your picture for your future? What's the end goal of it all? Of, like, what you do and stuff. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Of what, like, say, if you have, like, a business, what's the end goal here? What's the lifestyle here? What's the brand?
Right.
What's the brand you're trying to sell or you're trying to be? And this guy, like, took it out of my brain and articulated it well. He was like, look, I think that when you do YouTube or when you brand yourself, especially when you do YouTube, you want to brand a lifestyle. You don't want to do this just as a business, as like, oh, that's one part of me. You want to create a world of you, a unique brand of you, because it's only you here in this world. But what sets you apart, and how are, like, what's your end goal of that brand? And I was thinking about that. I was like, what do you think in that?
Yeah.
In that world, in that
don't know.
idea of, like, what do you think the end goal, like, lifestyle? What would you like your lifestyle to be in, like, the end, when we make it, let's say,
Right.
successfully in our podcast and
Not
anything that
having
we
to work
take
for
on,
anybody.
having to
Being
work
my
for
own
yourself.
boss, yeah.
So, like, being able to make your own work and make as much money as you work
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah. Being
For
able
you.
to be more present every day instead of numbing out for 8 hours at work, which most people do.
Right.
It's like when people are at work, they don't do much. They don't build relationships most of the time. I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
that's mainly where you meet people, but most of the conversations and everything happen outside of work. So, I mean, the 8 hours you're at work, you can't really be talking the whole time and building relationships. You're just kind of numbing out and being like, oh, I've got to do this shit again.
Right.
Yeah.
So you want to control it in that. I think when it comes to brand, I think the brand I want to build, I've been thinking a lot about it in the last week because I listen to a lot of stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tuned in at work. But even Bill, kind of like talking to Bill, I was like, I understand what he's saying. But I don't feel that rush, that desperation of, like, I need to do something. I need to do so many things before. I now am, like, I feel like the most focused I've been in a minute. Like, I know my goal. I think my goal is to support you and us in whatever we want to take on.
Right.
For us to have more than enough for a family. And
Right.
for, like, not just kids, but, like, my parents, your parents.
Yeah.
And be able to be those people that help others. And, like, when we have more than enough money, I'm not thinking of, like, lavishing out our lifestyle or, you know, just leaving and going in our own, like, California and getting a big house or
Right.
Arizona.
Right.
What I'm thinking is, like, we have more than enough money to help other people.
Spread the wealth.
Right. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, pay off debts,
Yeah. What's
help our brothers. And I think about, like, us being able to like live our life and like record our life.
Yeah, sharing it with other people. I mean, what
Stuff
fun is
that
it
we
doing
like.
just by yourself? Even if it's us two, we're not by ourselves, we're together, but like what fun is it like if we can't share it with other people that we love?
Right. And I
So-
think that's the thing that this generation has is the sharing. I think it's also important because with all the sharing, I know that people before be like, why do you need to share all of that though? Why do you need to put your life out there and stuff? And I thought about that. I'm like, wouldn't it be risky to show all of that? Like people show their family, people show where they live, people
Yeah.
show. And part of me gets afraid because like you're open to critique when you put it out there. You're open to people
Yeah.
saying things about you and you being and putting your kids out there and people being like you're monetizing your kids. And but when it's a healthy example, I'm like, I think about all the bad examples we have of like celebrities and in their own videos and their own like image controlling. And I think about, well, that's the bad type. There has to be a good balance. There has to be like a good figure that's out there. And I low-key think that's what I want us to be. I kind of want to show just how good as we work through things, because we're not nowhere near perfect. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that when you're intentionally living life, good things come from it, along with the bad. But you live just a more full life, I feel like with intention, when you don't let just things roll.
Just let them go. Yeah.
Right. Like Bill, like I was telling Bill, it's like, it's all about intention. Like, I'm not going to regret at 50 years old, oh, if I was your age, I would have, well, if I was your age again, I would. No, I would never say that because, like, I left my age with intention. I didn't let my college years just take me. I didn't let job takes me.
Yeah.
Like, I work, I have days where I feel like numb and I feel like a zombie, but that just comes in, like, weeks. Once a month I feel like that because I'm grinding to like get my shit done, get schoolwork.
Yeah.
But I feel like as long as we have intention and like our business too and our brand and a way that we like let our people see, I think it's just like flawed but also like a work in progress.
Yeah.
Because also we have a unique story. I think that helps too. And it's not like I created this on purpose. It's just like the way I have intentionally made decisions. I think you have made decisions intentionally, no?
Yeah. I have. I mean,
Or have you just...
my intentions have changed throughout the years. And, like, stuff I think about now is not really stuff I thought about, like, a couple years ago. But then I was like, I don't know. One day it kind of just hit me.
What hit you?
Like, wanting to do something more and, like, being... I don't know. I just view a lot more things differently. Like whenever I watch like football and basketball and shows and stuff, I think about all the different possibilities that are happening like before my eyes. Like sometimes I'm not really in the game or whatever. It's more like looking at all the people that are a part of it, and it's like, look at all those opportunities, look at all those people doing all these different types of things, and it's like, dang, there's a lot to do out there and a lot to learn, and trying to be something like that. Even if it's something that not everybody knows me for, it's like
you have your own
doing something. Yeah.
The niche, that's what he said, is like find your niche, which is just you. Because he said you don't have to find a niche of like, oh, I like bowling, so I'm going to make bowling videos. He's like, no, you should make your brand be your lifestyle. What do you want your lifestyle to be? What is the end goal lifestyle? Where do you want to see yourself if you had all the success or if you made it? That's what you need to be selling because that's who you are improving to be.
Yeah.
So I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like what a relationship is. I always think of like there's the lows and the highs, and I hope that, and also because we're not just husband and wife, I feel like there's also like Roxy and Zach, friend to friend, best friend and best friend.
Yeah.
Although people say that's rare. That's not really true. If your wife is your best friend or your husband is a best friend, it's kind of gay. They're like, that's something wrong with you. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's true. But, yeah, I was thinking about that today. Huh?
I said I would say you're my best friend. At least right now. I mean, that can change. That's the thing.
But I don't want it to change. I mean, I would like you to have all the best friends, like, or other close friends. Like, it doesn't mean that you don't have other close friends.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it means.
No.
It's harder when you're older.
Yeah.
But
best friend. It's just a title of a friend.
It means the bestest friend, babe. The bestest of the bestest friend.
What makes the best friend the best friend, though?
The person that I think is the closest that you go to
Right.
with all the ugly stuff
Almost like your
and
spouse,
all
right?
the good stuff. But like the deep stuff, like the weird stuff. And you
Almost
would think,
like your spouse, right?
no. Do
It
you
should
not?
be like that.
But it's not how marriage is. Marriage is literally, I feel like a lot of people take, my opinion only, people take marriage like a contract with, it's fine if he's totally different from me. It's fine if he doesn't see things the way I see them. As long as we have the same values, we're good. We're
Right.
Christian, we want a family, and we want a big home, and he's willing to provide. And I'm willing to stay at home, or I'm willing to work. We're both working, we're having kids, and he treats me well enough, he's good for me. And she's good for me, she treats me well enough, she's not disrespectful, that's good. That's what I feel like marriage is a lot of times. Or it goes down to. It's either starts with passion, and then it goes down to like a contract. Because passion is, oh, I love her so much. And then you get into a lot of fights that just wears you out over time. And then a lot of compromises of who you are because you're too lazy to work through it with that person. Or you chose the wrong person, but you marry them because of passion and love. And because you just settled into the person that was there right now. And you're like, I'm 25, I need to get married. Or I think this is the person I've been. And that's where I'm saying it's different for most people.
Right.
Because I do see best friends. I'm not saying I don't. But I think that most people treat it as if, like, that's my partner. But some people don't really go that deep. Like, they don't want to say things with their spouses that they say with their friends.
Yeah.
Like, some guys do that. Some guys, like, don't say that in front of Alexis.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that in front of Roxy. Don't say that in front of Jennifer. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say this, but they'll say this to you. I'll tell you. She always acts like this. And it's like, when people do
That's
that
just
to me.
talking shit.
But some things are like secret. I feel like some plans, I had someone tell me about a plan. They have something in their mind, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like, because I'm curious about people's goals and like, what's happening? Like, what's your plan? Like, I just, I want to know because you never know what I could get from it. Like what I could understand and learn. So I ask people, I'm like, what's your goal? Like, so what are you doing in 5 years from now? Like, what's the plan? Because we all ask. And then they tell me, then they start whispering about it. And they go, well, don't tell her this. I just want to wait because I need to wait for this and this and this and this and then to make this happen, but she doesn't understand that. And then the fact that you're telling me this is telling me there's something that you can't say in other people's. If your man or your wife is saying things with other people that she feels she can't say with you,
right,
then I feel like that's not that's not just. I'm not saying marriage should be like that. I'm not saying that we have something super special, out of the ordinary.
Right,
but
yeah.
it's hard to get. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean,
Or have you had other examples?
the only other example I have is us. So, I mean, it's not for us to decide or anyone else to decide how it should be because everybody has their own contract. And like you said, marriage is a contract.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. But I think also you can measure success. You can measure how. You can decide which one is the right one. The best one. Best type of contract. Marriage is marriage, right? But what type of marriage is the best? How to be in a relationship with another person is best by the fact that, by examples of what makes you, first of all, more fulfilled. What you see in people being more satisfied with each other, not looking out,
right.
and like no. There's measurements that you could be like, well, that actually doesn't work, even though they say it works for them. You can see in the outer picture, you can see whatever you tell me. I don't care what people tell me anymore. Like, I hate people tell me who they are or how good they have something. And then their actions are totally the opposite.
Yeah.
So I don't listen to words anymore. Like I said to Matt before, I was like, I don't want to hear it. Just show me. If you really care to tell me who you are, don't tell me, oh, you're such a nice guy. Don't tell me you're such a dude. I'll make my own opinion. That's what I let people to do. Like, I'm not gonna tell people who I am anymore. Like, it makes me cringe when I tell people, like, well, I'm studious. Yeah. No, I'm just like, I've been married. I just tell them what I've done.
Everybody's perception of everybody else is just different. So everybody has their own opinions. That's why, like, Like, even if you tell me one thing, like you're saying, it's like, okay, I mean, what you're saying to me doesn't really matter. Because
It should be by action.
be like, I'm a really likable guy. Well, I don't like you. But I'm a really likable guy. Well, I mean, I already have my perception of you. My perception is my reality. I just don't like you. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine if
I
you
just-
told her that.
Yeah, that's why.
I feel like you would be such a good person to break, like, honestly be like not mean but honest in like a robotic way, and
Yeah.
the person would be like, huh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I have to do it with,
You have
like,
such a good way of doing that, though.
like when other people are like, oh, this guy's super cool. He's like super chill and stuff. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, I don't need this. I'll build my own. You know, if I don't like the person, I don't like the person, and I'll probably
Right.
tell you. And it's just like, so be it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just,
yeah, and that's what I understand. I kind of understand now, because I always what I've seen with my family and everything, it was all about what you can speak into existence, and how do you speak is important. But when you're trying to build an image just by words and letting
Yeah.
people know who you are and how you are, it's a form of manipulation. It's like, okay, you're trying to build all this image, but I'm seeing a totally different.
and that, yeah, that's the other thing is a lot of people are easily persuaded by words. And then
That's
there's
what I'm
other people that are
saying.
like, words don't mean literally anything.
And that
like to me, like,
annoys me.
words don't mean much. Like, there's nothing that people can say that'll make me be like, oh, yeah. I mean, everybody, like, thinks about it at the time, like, and then they weigh the options or whatever you want to say.
Right.
And it's like, that person was fucking stupid. Like, at first, you're, like, thinking about it. It's like, oh, that makes sense. And then later, you just be, like, forming your own opinion on it.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I do believe in articulating well, and once you articulate well, it's just how you articulate. Because some people just speak in such a biased way of like just me on my own terms. This is the right way of the world,
Right.
in both sides, like in the both way of thinking. But when you're willing to like, talk in a complex way, or like not complex, but saying like this issue is not just black and white. It never is black and white. But here, this is the argument against it, and this is the argument for it. I think that marriage is not just a dry partner who I like have sex with to have kids.
Right.
And someone who I like, I'm gonna be with forever, just as a contract, and like, he's gonna provide, I'm gonna provide, whatever contract we have, it works. It doesn't matter that we don't need to be, super best friends. We fight every day, but that's normal. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
And there's people that will make that judgment, but I would say that you gotta give me the 4 list of things, like, are you fulfilled? Do you feel you're fulfilled with this person? Are you
yeah, I mean,
improving with this person, or this person bringing you? Are you guys just always in tension, at odds? How is that normal? With friends, are you at odds all the time? No, right? So why would you keep that partner around you if you are always at odds against that person?
yeah.
But there's some marriages that just work like that, they say. I think that's just.
People just don't care. They're so oblivious to.
But then they wonder why
everything.
they're miserable, and then they complain
They-
about everything in the world except
just
their
sheep.
marriage.
It's like sheep. Everybody's just sheep.
And they come at you and they talk about how, oh, I just can't wait, and I'm like,
People can't.
you're not unhappy about this.
Yeah.
There's something deeper that you're unhappy about. Oh wait, your house. How's your house? Is your house in order, as a wife or as a husband? No, you hate your kids. You hate your wife. You hate your kids. You hate your husband.
Yeah.
Not hate, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But the only reason why this affects is because when people come to you and put the weight on you, the misery on you.
Yeah, that's why people
And-
freaking need these. What are they called?
What?
People that you talk to.
Therapists?
Yeah. That's why all these people need these therapists, because they're freaking sheep and they can't think for themselves. Like, please tell me how I feel.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and then they bring that out into relations. Like, my therapist said this is what's. And then if you're doing this, and if you're projecting, you need to work on it. They start therapizing somebody else.
Right. They want
like-
someone to freaking. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it is good that they have therapists. Someone needs to freaking listen to them. But I'm talking about the really mentally ill people. I'm not talking about the person who's just like, I'm miserable. And they haven't done anything to fix their life.
Yeah.
Anything. It's hard. It's really hard to do good things or good productive things. It never gets easier. It's not like, like with people with fitness. People think, oh, it's easy for you to go to the gym. You can have the willpower to do it. What are you saying?
Yeah.
There's like we all have the same freaking amount of willpower. I don't want to go to the gym. Like I never thought that someone who like goes to the gym all the time, they always want to go to the gym. They just enjoy the gym so much. I never thought that that's their advantage. I just thought they have an app on facing hard stuff, and I need to get that app too and really get on it. But people just make it so much more complex in their head.
Yeah.
But I thought about that, and I was just like, interesting. But I think that's the cool story about us. I think the cool story is we have had a weird path.
Definitely not conventional. Definitely weird, but
Yeah. Young.
it's cool.
We're still young.
Yeah, feels like it's been forever,
Yeah.
and it kind of has. I mean, we're 23. It's
Yeah.
been 5 years since we turned 18. If you think about it like that, that's a long time since we've turned 18.
Yeah, but like still 23. I still feel like, oh my god. Because sometimes inside I'm thinking, oh, I gotta get my shit in order. I'm
Yeah.
about to be 30. In my head, I'm like, I'm turning 30. And then inside, I'm like, I tell people my age and like, oh, you're a baby.
You're
I'm
a
like,
baby.
oh my god, I
Everybody
am a
always says
freaking
that,
baby.
huh?
I'm 23.
Yeah.
Because now when I hear someone else is 22 or 23, I'm like, they're young.
Gosh. You're
And
right.
then whenever I do it to me, I'm like, no, I'm hitting 30 soon.
Yeah.
Gotta get my crap in order.
But I mean, that's the thing. You don't feel that young because we've had to do.
Experience. A lot
Yeah,
of
we've
crap.
experienced a lot and done a lot, and
and there's more to
we've
do.
we're actually grown up. We're not, living at mommy and daddy's house, going to college,
But we would have done that.
doing stupid.
It wouldn't have been bad. Like, I wouldn't have. I mean, we made the whole garage.
Right.
We literally renovated
Yeah.
the whole garage to make it a huge room for us. We had a mind.
For-
I
yeah.
would have been fine. I would have. It's just
Yeah.
somehow things switched. I see that. That's what I'm learning about life too. Is like you just switch. Like your mind just goes from, yeah, let me just do it, and then suddenly you're like, I don't want to do that. I actually kind of want our own space.
Yeah. It's not like we hated living there or whatever. It's
No.
just like
It just suddenly
you
became.
just grow out of it. I mean,
Yeah.
you should grow out of it.
Well,
I
thought we
not
would
really.
grind
I
it.
guess you don't need to grow out of it. You don't. I shouldn't say should, but I'm just saying like
you should want more for yourself. You're saying, and
It's
that
natural.
usually means getting out of the house.
biologically natural. Whenever freaking back in the old days, cavemen, it was like, I'm going to train you to be by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And even animals nowadays, it's just natural instinct,
Yeah, but I also
So-
do think that we do rush here in America. I think we do rush kids too early to like go out there and f out pretty much because at 18 we do grab a lot of independence very early because we have to drive early.
Yeah.
We have to, school is far away. Like everything revolves around the fact that we're moving a lot faster with cars and all that, which is on like Venezuela or Spain.
Yeah.
You're going at a slower pace, but at the same time, I feel like they're willing to take more. They're kind of mommied, and we stayed in the household longer in Venezuela. And like Hispanic countries, these kids are not leaving the house. Like, we never tell our kids 18, you're out. Like it never goes like that. It's like study, stay at home. They're still on your crap ass about things and everything. Like
It's-
abuelitas and todo.
Yeah.
But here, I feel like we're like, I kind of don't like that idea of like sending an 18-year-old to college that they don't even know what they're doing and they're wasting tons of money.
Right,
And then
well,
they come out, they're like,
that's
Mom,
the
Dad, can I
thing.
go inside the house? And then the parents are like, yeah, of course. But you need to find a job. You need to do this. You need to do that. It's like, Mom, I don't like what I studied. I don't like what I graduated with.
Yeah.
And then,
Thing, all these people tell you have to do all these things. Like you have to get a car whenever you learn how to drive. It's all just a business. It's all about the money. So
right.
everybody everywhere is telling you, okay, whenever you get 16, you have to get your license. That's money.
But also your friends too. Like
Yeah.
the friends rush you to,
That's
because
all-
you want to
this
be a
is
part of the ed group. Everybody does it.
It's just the thing. And then you have to go to college. Like, you don't have to go to college, but it's the thing to go to college and,
Right after.
and to, like, get a job and
Right.
work and work and work
Yeah.
and, do all these things. And it's like, wow. Like,
But I don't think it has to be like that. I think
No, I mean,
that's also part of like not following the cheap as much. Is like being intentional with your behavior as a parent and as a child, is being taught by your parents to be intentional, moving along, and like being like, look, you 18 doesn't mean you need to jump into
Yeah.
college, into a degree. Tell me what you want to learn, what you want to be. Like, what is,
Yeah.
what you want to earn? You want to buy a house? What's the goal that you see yourself, and what do you want to have? Like, what's out there for you? What do you want to explore? Because we just tell people, jobs. You need a job to
hurry up.
survive.
Gotta hurry up.
But then these kids feel like I'm not ready. I'm mentally not ready, and I feel like that just makes kids miserable in the end.
Yeah.
Not completely miserable. I mean, there are plenty
so
of kids.
many people are in debt.
When you're ready to go, go. But don't expect me to bail you out of
Mm-hmm.
your bull crap. I'm not kicking you out, so you can stay here as long as for a safety net. If you really want to go to college, do it. But if you don't know what you want, don't waste money. That's me as a parent.
Money, don't waste time.
I would want my kids to stay with me until they find a partner, until they genuinely are done with like their exploration.
Yeah, it's all about the money.
But don't waste your time. I'm not also gonna freaking sponsor a kid who's just at home playing video games and not doing anything else.
Yeah,
Wink, wink, Gabe.
but hey,
I want a purpose. If they want to stay at home and do YouTube or whatever
he's
form
gotta
of
find his
internet,
purpose, right?
I'm
Yeah.
fine with them. Like, hustle up. That's
You're
good. Hustle.
Doing something creative or
Mhm.
trying to build something like just from scratch and stuff like that. That's awesome.
And you can still have a part-time
It
job.
means you have some sort of drive for something.
Right. Do a part-time job and do whatever you need to do in the other. You know how nice it is to just have a part-time job? Do 20 hours a
Right.
week. Pay
There's-
for your own food. You don't have to worry about rent or anything else. Or cook food. You're fine.
Gabe just needs a job. Some people just need a job. The baker at my work, the other baker that I work with, he like I think the whole bakery is like nerdy, like nerd vibes, like
Really?
Legos,
NMA and shit.
right? And I was like, "How's your day off?" He was like, "Good, man. Stayed up way too late the night before. Didn't wake up until 2 p.m. on my day off, and just sat in my room the whole day." And I'm like, I could tell like that's the type of person he was. Not that it's bad, but it's like he probably goes to work, makes his money, goes home, and is just like in that other world,
Yeah.
with all those other people. But like, I doubt he's streaming or anything like that. But if I was a person to be doing that, I would be on there streaming every single day. I would be making videos every single day. Like, he probably lives at home. I can't guess his age because he's got like tattoos on his fingers and stuff
Mhm.
like that. Maybe 30. I don't know.
But
he seems
also,
like a
that
younger
type of
guy.
lifestyle, it depends on who you are, too. Because
Yeah.
some people just don't feel good being on their computer all day. Even if it's streaming or like,
Right.
it's your job, but in reality, it's like you still want a life out there. Like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be fine with just that. I'm not really a person to stay at home and always be on my computer and losing my world in the YouTube and just being like,
Right.
like I love listening to YouTube, love learning that stuff, but it is to bring it out into the outside world because I'm very extroverted.
Yeah.
So if I do content and stuff, I want to do it because I want to put it out there and I want to be
Right.
extroverted. I don't want to be like all those hours inside your house or without any moment of like
Yeah.
waking up at 2 p.m. I will be so miserable. I'll be like, I hate my life. I'm doing nothing because I wake up at 2 p.m.
And you'd probably just sit in your room the rest of the day, right?
because I'm done. I'm like, I give up.
Exactly what he did.
It's 2 freaking p.m. in the afternoon. What am I going to do now? I
Yeah.
can't even start the morning. I can't even have breakfast. It'll be humiliating.
2 p.m. That's like past lunchtime.
But some people are like
Time to prep
literally
dinner.
it's perfect for them.
Yeah.
Literally like 2 p.m. I don't hate myself when I wake up at 2 p.m. I'm fine. I'm gonna wake up.
Have a
do
good
some-
night.
I'm gonna have a good night. I like my life. That's the difference. It's like if you're actually
Yeah.
happy,
Mm-hmm.
do it. But
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
right. But don't tell me that you have problems with anxiety, depression. You go
Yeah.
out in the world, in the real world, because let's be honest. If all the internet goes out,
Yeah.
the world is collapsed.
Mhm.
You don't have something to escape to. You have the real world. So in the end, that's how I see it. It's like I don't care how much you're escaping, but you still have to be in the real world. You have to come out.
Mhm.
You can't stay in there. That's not gonna feed you. You have to get out of your video game and go eat.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, when I used to, like, play games for, like, hours and hours and hours on end,
Yeah.
like, after not looking at the screen and stuff, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's like, holy crap, Earth is beautiful. It's like outside, sun? Oh,
And
my
you're like-
gosh, this is amazing.
Where am I?
Real life? It's freaking great. But yeah.
I don't know how people do it, but hey, if it genuinely you're
Yeah.
fine with your life and you're not sad or depressed or anxious
That's
or
the thing.
sick.
where can you see the line though? Where can you see the line to, oh, I'm addicted to it, and it's making me think that I'm happy, but like it's just numbing at the same time. It's that dopamine or whatever gets released into your body whenever you play games, and that's why games are fun. That's why I like playing games, and other people like playing games, because it's just like an escape, but at the same time you're there. As long as you're talking with people too, I guess.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know, and that's a problem that I'm never
It's
gonna
cool.
deal with, because it's just,
it's cool.
again, this had that happen as well. I just know myself. But like, I'm playing a few hours of freaking Overwatch. I was like, I wasted my life.
Yeah.
Because I also suck. So that didn't help. Maybe
Right.
also being awesome at a game makes you feel accomplished. And that's
Oh,
another
yeah,
thing. It's like,
definitely.
you're getting accomplished
It's a
from
nice
a game.
rush. It's a nice rush whenever you're
But
fucking
you get out of
killing.
this game and you're going to go out and be like, I don't freaking haven't accomplished anything. If you feel that in the real world, then you're not happy. You're not really happy, because you only feel happiness when you accomplish it in the video game.
It's the competitive edge. It's like, God, you're probably like 10 years old, but I just killed you in Overwatch. Let's go.
Is that how you feel? You're so sad.
No, because everybody's freaking so sweaty.
Yeah, they are. They're
God, it
freaking-
doesn't matter what your age is
They
now. As long
bullied
as you
me.
freaking kill someone in an online game,
Yeah, hella good.
it's freaking ridiculous.
All I'm saying is I'm gonna get better, and I'm gonna be a goat in Overwatch.
Yeah, you gotta practice.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'll play if it's addictive enough. I haven't had that hook.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes it's like you're good or you're not at video games and stuff like that.
You know what? You don't have to be mean.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Wow.
I mean, whenever you don't have a background, like, me.
Oh, of course, like a pro, like you. You were born to do this. No,
Oh.
Gabe was born to do this. I'm sorry, but Gabe has those
Yeah,
fingers.
Me, Trey, and Gabe were all very good at games. And it's weird because
I think it say they make you kind of smart.
we didn't really play
Smarter.
games until we were older, really. Gabe, he started when he was younger, but like me and Trey, like, I remember whenever we first got our first system was the Xbox 360 or the Wii.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was just like, cool. And then,
Yeah, but I don't know. I think you should wait. I mean, that doesn't mean video games is bad. It just means, obviously, you want to wait a little longer than you did with Gabe. Because, I mean, you never know what type of personality you have, and you can get hooked on it.
nice.
Babe, do you feel proud?
I kind of do.
You like farting in the mic?
Anytime I need a fart and we're podcasting, I'm going to do it. I have to.
I really didn't think you were going to be those scoffles.
Why not? It's a bodily function.
As long as it
It's
doesn't
okay.
smell, babe.
That one did, I think, but I think that matcha's kind of either the matcha or the milk.
It's the
Probably
milk.
the milk, right?
I love how you just want to fault the matcha so fast, babe.
Well,
Why
I
are you
mean, like,
hating on matcha?
it's hand in hand. I just mean like the drink overall. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Anywho. Yeah, well, anyways, let's go back to the center. What started it all?
What
Freaking
started it all?
brand. What do you like?
Brand? I don't know, babe. I don't
Oh,
know
so
where.
you're just stumbling and not doing anything intentionally?
No,
I think I
am.
want to.
I want
kind
to be
of a-
myself. I don't want to be like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to copy that. Yeah, I want to
No,
be
I'm not
myself, and
saying-
I want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? That's.
Papi,
motto.
pero me estás
Do what I wanna
escuchando?
do.
Are you listening to
I'm
me?
listening.
Did you hear what I'm saying? That's not what brand is, babe. You're
Right.
not trying to copy anything. You obviously want to see what you like and who you want to be and who you are. Obviously, you know
Mhm.
who. You just gotta picture yourself and how you are and what you.
Right.
Part of being who you are is who you want to be. I mean, who do you want to be?
Yeah. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I want to be myself.
What's yourself though? What do you summarize to be yourself? Is that too hard?
Light.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
Mhm.
I'd like to think I'm funny.
You like to be funny.
Yeah.
You like light. Like to be
Neutral in
funny.
a way.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, neutral, but yeah.
Do you want to be passionate? It's not as neutral. You're
Yeah, I mean,
certain issues. Do you ever feel like you're like passionate about certain issues? Like
Yeah.
you riled up.
I definitely know what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, definitely know, like, I wouldn't say, like, a lot of things that get brought up or get, like, talking about or whatever. It's just like, so be it. If it's out of my control, like, it's one thing. You'll go crazy trying to control the things that are outside your control.
Right.
If you control the things in your life that you can
Right.
and understand the things that you can't, makes a lot of things easier. A lot of things easier, and it makes your mind a little more clear. It's just like,
Yeah.
hey, politics.
That's true.
The fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're talking to people with opposing views. Like,
Yeah.
shut your mouth. That's why I like making fun of both sides, and
Right.
it's just
No, it's good to always
one of those
be
things that's like, yeah,
No, I understand what you're saying. It's good, especially good for a guy to do that. I like when guys do have that double minders. Like, I can see this and I can see that. But I also like a guy that holds his views.
yeah,
He grabs from both and he says, "This is me. I personally prefer this side, but doesn't mean I'm this side. It just means that that's one of the views I like, that
Yeah.
I practice. That I don't believe in being transgender. That's
Right.
just who I am. And I don't believe in the whole feminist vibe. But I do believe that gays should have rights to get married.
right,
I'm not against gays. I'm not religious, so I'm good. So I don't need to be all like strong
That-
about that. But
yeah.
that's having that duality, and that's very good for a man to have that and to hold that, because then it's like you're balancing your house, you're balancing yourself in a good way. And the same goes for
Yeah.
women. But I feel like we hold strong views. We
Yeah.
have to, because we're raising kids. I feel like most of the time the woman holds views to kind of circle around the baby, like
Yeah.
kids.
That's the thing. I never try to push views on somebody, and never try to control something that's about them or about like what I see with them. Like, people I care about, maybe, possibly, but like, it kind of depends on the subject
Right.
and stuff. But like, that'd be one other thing that I would describe myself, my brand. It's just like shit on everything. Like, being able to make fun of everything, being able to make fun of, every gender, every race, every,
Right.
every viewpoint of anything, and just
Right.
being able just to, nothing too. I'm not against anything. I'm not like I'm gonna kill all blah blah blah. Like, nothing
Right.
too
You're
crazy,
not
but just
hatred towards anything. You don't have any hatred.
like I make fun of everything. Just
Right.
like, don't be soft.
Right.
That's another thing. Don't be soft. That's my motto. Don't be soft. Like, if
That's a
someone
good
calls me
motto.
a fucking faggot, what good is it gonna do if I feel bad about it? Like, why do I care what you think about me?
Well, that's easier said than done, especially whenever, it hurts when people think certain things about you that you're like, well, I'm not, though.
Yeah,
But people
but
are serious about it and giving you that type of label. You got to understand that we are social creatures. And if someone is naming you that in front of a group,
yeah,
it's like, do all of you think that? Or are you gonna disrespect me in front of everybody? And then that's where it's that whole, like, it hurts. If it's that person saying that to my face, I wonder what she's saying to other people about me.
yeah,
So it's like, I think that's
Well,
what
that's-
I think of it like that, because I'm a girl. Obviously, we talk freaking a lot of crap, and I just want to represent well. And it hurts when people have certain opinions about you. But I do, being in our own circle, I kind of built you kind of rubbed off on
Yeah.
me that perspective.
Yeah.
Like, if you think that whatever, what do you care? And it's good,
right,
but I'm still sensitive.
yeah,
But I definitely am cold-hearted more like that, because in the end, all that matters, I realize, all that matters, even if we're like out there in YouTube, out there in social media and make money from it,
yeah,
I hope that I keep the mindset of like, the only thing that's real, it's my inner group, my life here. Like, no matter what's happening in the media, in the news, with the people in Instagram or in YouTube, there's just happening, they're popping off here, or
Yeah.
there's arguments about us. I'm always gonna have you here with me and our family, and you, hopefully.
right. And that's the thing. Someone's always gonna hate you.
Yeah.
Someone's always gonna love you.
Right.
So
And I think that's hard for me to understand because I was like,
right, it's just like
I'm a likable person. I'm a good person. But I'm like, no, I'm not a good person. I'm okay.
it's okay.
Hate me. It's fine. Because
Yeah.
you know what it means? It means that if people hate you, it means that you stand for something. Whether it's right or wrong, it's that you're being your ultimate self. I don't want to be a person that's like always looking to be liked and not hated. I wanna be like, yeah, this is my view, and you hate me for it. Too bad. I can't change it. This is how I live my life.
Yeah.
I don't hate anybody. If anybody hates you, first of all, you can't hate someone for their views. You just can dislike them. Be like, yo, what the fuck is that? And then like argue. I dislike people for their actions,
Right.
but
And
not views. Views
just-
are stupid.
Yeah.
They change all the time.
Yeah.
But I like that about you. I think
Yeah,
that's
just-
something I learned.
Just because you don't care what someone thinks doesn't mean you shouldn't be compassionate. Because I mean, if you're just naturally like being compassionate towards other people, like it's gonna gravitate towards like people actually liking you. But like if they don't like you, like it doesn't matter. But like me being naturally compassionate, and if you're not a compassionate person, then more people aren't gonna like you, and then in return,
You don't have a
y-
good
like you don't
backup.
have, you
good
don't have
group.
an argument to be like, you know, you shouldn't be butthurt if people don't like you.
Mhm.
And if you aren't compassionate, like you have to be just logical and just like, you know, you have to be
Confident in yourself.
self-reflective on the fact on how you're being towards people, and
Yeah.
you know,
I think it's easier to be disliked by anybody if you have your group, if you have your family, if you know that at home you have a family or you have a good set of friends, and you
just-
hear, oh my god, did you hear Julie doesn't like you?
Mhm.
And I'll be like, okay, that's fine. I thought she was fine, but if she doesn't like me, it's cool. I gotta go and meet up with my friends, or I gotta go have dinner with my family. Like, when you have things going on and you have you actually know that you know yourself, and you know, I didn't do anything shitty to be disliked. Like, I'm not a bad person. I'm an okay
Right.
person. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. And if you like me for saying this or doing that, if it's reasonable, okay, my bad. But who are you? Who do I need to explain to you? I just think it's good to build a good net group, like a good family base. Like I said, it's all about the
Yeah.
base. Even with like marriage, it's about the base that foundation that you make,
right.
and then from there, whatever comes, you kind of shield from it. Like
Yeah,
family,
but-
that's why people say family is so important.
That's what other people. That's the way people turn the wrong way, though. Is they build that base, and it's like, if you're not in my base, then basically screw off. I don't care at all. And then it's like, well, do that. You're not gonna get anybody else that can possibly like come into your life and
I think
make
that's just a click.
positive things and stuff come out of it. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, there's in general. I
Just
mean, there's
the-
some people that just, come off like that, and it's just like,
Yeah, but that's not what I'm thinking though.
I know that. I'm just saying. I'm just putting out that.
No,
that-
I know what you're saying,
right.
and that's the one thing that people mistake it for. Like you're saying, people mistake that whole like, this is my egg group and nobody comes in. I understand that, and that's where people get confused. That's where you could get confused. As an innocent person's like, okay, this person said I should have a good foundation. All right, I got my egg group. That's my foundation. I don't
Yeah.
need to care about anybody else. But that's you not being compassionate. That's you not caring for anybody else but your egg group, your own safety net.
Yeah.
Instead of like, yeah, this is my people, but I'm out there exploring, and when I come back home, that's the people I have. So if the whole world hates me, if I get canceled, I have my people, the good people to me, and I'm good to them. Like, no matter what, I'm good to anybody.
Yeah.
But the click thing, I think that's what young kids think too when they do shit like that. They're like, I don't need family because I make my own family. And it's like, how good is that family you made by yourself?
Right.
How good is that your little clique that you don't need anybody else because you got your family? When you talk like that, everybody makes you kind of like dislikable.
Yeah.
You already have your defense up. But that's definitely not what I'm saying though. I'm not thinking that.
We know. It's okay.
You know that, right?
It's okay. We know. Yeah. We know. Me and my loyal fans.
We know. We be knowing.
We know.
But no, There's a lot. We're still 23. It's so much more to learn. Think about it. We're gonna be looking back at this video and be like, "Oh my God, we're so young.
We're so dumb.
And we're so like
So
new."
gay.
I don't think I'm gonna be saying I was gay. I'm probably gonna say you were such a gay dude back then with that Bucky.
The Bucky. Different Bucky.
I can't
every
wait for you to
episode.
get gray hair. Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah.
hot.
Hopefully it's going to be a long time.
Yeah. 50. Once our kids live.
I feel like it's, I don't know.
Hmm?
Whenever you're blonde or like lighter hair like I am,
It doesn't come.
I feel like it doesn't come as much, but I mean, I could be wrong.
You're right. You're right. I think
I just feel like it's more definitely more noticeable, at least on darker hair. Whenever grays start coming in, it just comes, it's contrasting with the black hairs or the brown hairs or whatever.
right. The color contraction.
So,
I get.
Yeah,
I like that science right there, like contrasting.
it doesn't necessarily come in more, but just the contrast between the two colors is bigger than blonde and gray.
Do you think you're gonna be an attractive 50-year-old
Black
man?
and gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I think that? No, I think I'm gonna be ugly as shit.
Imagine like, yeah, freaking, I'm gonna go
Gosh.
downhill from now.
Yeah. Give me some new teeth. I'll be looking sharp.
They're cool. I'm telling you, those new teeth look awesome.
Those
I've
are
seen so many
kinda-
people with new teeth, and they're like, they do look kind of like an old people's
It
face, not face, but like vibe.
definitely looks artificial, but
Yeah, but then the face looks like so clear, robotic clear.
makes people look nicer. For sure.
Oh, James, buddy.
For sure. It makes people look nicer, but
But what you gonna do? Oh, are you gonna get new teeth? Is that what you're saying at 50 years old with your gray hair?
probably eventually I will.
Why? You keep saying that. And I
Depends.
think you're really
I
serious.
have to take my oral hygiene very serious. What's so funny about that? That's why I started brushing my teeth twice a day.
Yeah,
Then
I
I
like
got
that.
off of it a
I like
little.
how you're trying to better yourself.
Definitely
want
want to brush it right before night.
You know what I just thought?
What?
You have been doing. You've been making hummus. You've been brushing your teeth twice
What
now.
does hummus have to do with anything?
You've been cooking more.
Yeah, because you haven't been here that much, so
Oh, who are you seeing?
you. I have to pick it up for you. You're usually the one to cook and stuff, so I gotta.
You know they say when a guy starts doing different things, working out, getting ripped, suddenly he wants to start doing new things. He's seeing
I've been
someone
doing
else.
the same thing.
The brushing your teeth twice. The hummus making. The hummus making was good.
Right.
It was good. I was like, this dude is making hummus. What a freaking hippie. And then
No,
I
it's
tried it
like
and I was like, shit, this is
So worth
good.
it too.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you made a lot. So
All
it's
natural.
like, wow.
You know it's natural.
And using the blender. Ugh, I feel so guilty the
Finally,
blender was
yeah.
out there. We should do more stuff with the blender.
Yeah.
The blender is actually pretty useful.
Maybe whenever we get athletic greens, we can make smoothies in it and stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
protein and athletic greens and everything in it.
All right, we got to go into ads.
Let's go to the ads.
ATS.
Are you tired of using your finger? Get my
For measuring your
toy.
temperature. Oh, you're talking about toys.
My vibrator.
No, that's not. We're not sponsoring that. Ew.
Yeah.
No, they're not sponsoring us. No toys.
About time to wrap it up.
Yes. What time is it?
Hour and 13.
Hell yeah. 13 minutes? I thought it was more than an hour, 13 minutes. That's good.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I kind of did too.
that was a good episode. I was glad to get to know you, get to talk to you more about future plans and who you want to be. as
Yeah,
a
isn't it
man.
crazy though? Like to think like an hour and 13 minutes just passed and we were talking the whole time.
Do you feel okay with that? Do
Yeah.
you feel like we talk too much?
No, I feel it's just
Do you enjoy the time
Yeah.
talking?
it's good.
Do you like entertaining our
It's
fans?
good material. It's good material. That's what podcasting is about. Talking for an hour. People just blindly listening to you while they're at work.
I'm not blindly listening.
No, I'm talking
listening
about
and
people
laughing.
listening at the audience.
What are
Gosh.
you talking about?
I mean, I feel like sometimes when I listen to podcasts at work, it's just in the background. But then
Really?
I have to like come back in. Like I hear the words and stuff and I hear them laughing and it's like, oh, maybe I should listen. It might be funny.
Then turn it off, dude. It's just a waste of time. So don't do that.
Sorry.
Actually,
I'm still
it's
supporting.
art, babe. It's art.
I'm supporting
You
them.
gotta listen to the art.
Anywho.
Anywho, now if you listen to this at home, we need to announce the fact that we're gonna make this not the channel. Like we're gonna make this our channel, right?
Right, correct.
So it's gonna be Roxy, Zach and Roxy's channel.
Right.
But this
it's
is
our
gonna be
channel.
one of the what is it called? One of the categories of the channel. It's gonna be our Young, Dumb, and Rich podcast.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I really want to do that.
you can't make two names for it though, because it's gonna be under the same thing.
What are you talking about?
You can make separate playlists, but you can't.
Playlist in the channel, yeah.
Right.
Like, you know what
can't-
I'm talking about?
You can't make two different channels in one channel though.
No. We're not gonna do 2 different channels. I'm talking about a category. I'll show you.
Right.
But
Like
you'll
the
see.
like the playlist, right?
I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'm not as good
Maybe
with
they
the
maybe they
terminology
updated
as you
YouTube
are.
or something.
No. I think you're right. About the, like, it's a subject of the channel.
Yeah.
You'll see. I'll show you. But I think that's the best because I feel like we could do more reacting content. That would be cool. I want you to
Yeah.
react to some. I'm in the manosphere, babe.
We can have yeah.
I'm in the manosphere. I think it will be best if you get with the program with me. Well, not get with the program, but react to some stuff. Some stuffs are wild, and you probably will be like, "What is this dude talking about?" They're like, "I want a virgin."
Okay.
Anyways, all right. Thank you guys
That's
for
wrapping it
listening.
up.
It got really dark. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Here
Anyway,
comes
see
the
you
moon.
on, when is this getting out?
Tomorrow. Saturday.
Saturday. And see you next time.
Saturday. Don't forget to
Subscribe.